Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Baby Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Well, it's just been one of those kind of Saturdays where I just leisurely crocheted. Well, I also went to Walmart to pick up some prescription and a pair of red shoes to go with a red dress, and I'll show you the shoes. Red shoes. I gotta put them over there and keep them out of Miss Bites a lot reach, because I don't know. I mean, she hasn't chewed my tennis shoes, but she does. She's very fond of purse straps and electrical cords. So those shoes look an awful lot like purse straps. So we're just gonna keep them out of sight, out of mind of She Bites a Lot. That's her new nickname, is Her Bites a Lot. Yeah. It's an inside joke, or maybe not such an inside joke. Anyway, she's actually in a frenzied play. When she gets all hyped up playing with a toy, she's actually bitten me a time or two. So, yeah, not on purpose, but just she gets, excited and playing. And then if I happen to reach for her toy at the time that she is going to bite said toy, Mama gets bit. So, yeah, she's just a high-spirited dog. Can I have that? Let me see that. Go get it. Oh, then she comes over here to love on me, as if to say, I'm sorry, Mama, that I'm bitey. I'm bitey, Mama. She also minds pretty good for the most part. If I tell her to go get in the kennel, she'll go get in the kennel. Yeah, you gonna get in the kennel? Go. Well, she knows, like, when I have to, because I come home in between dropping John off when he goes to daycare, not daycare, dayhab. When Johnny goes to dayhab, and I'll come home in between dropping him off and picking him up, and I'll come home. And she knows when it gets close to time for me to go back and go get him, and she'll go get in her kennel and wait for me to come close the door. And she knows. She picks up on time frames. She gets a sense of our schedule, and even in the mornings when it's time to take him, she'll go jump in the kennel and wait for us to come close the door. So she's learning, and she knows certain commands now. If she's sitting here next to me and I need to get up and go do something, I tell her to move. And for a long time she didn't understand the word move, but now she gets it, because I'd just gently move her. I'd say the word move and then move and physically move her, and then after a few times of doing that, it finally clicked for her. Oh, she wants me to actually move. Now Theo been taught that a long time ago. He understands move. He doesn't always listen, but he knows what I mean. And Theo actually learned with thumb snaps. This is how Theo learned. I would snap my fingers at him. He still responds to the finger snapping. I don't always have to speak words to Theo. I can just snap my fingers and move my hand where I want him to go, and that's where he'll go. But Maggie, you got to use your words. Use your words. Theo, hand movements and snaps, and he gets it. He's over there at the corner of the bed, just being Theo, and she's walking around here. I do notice that now she's actually slimmed down just a little bit since I stopped eating a bunch of crackers. I was eating a bunch of crackers, little Cheez-It crackers. I was eating a lot of those, and I've stopped eating them myself, and I was sharing them a lot with her. And I guess since I take them in spells, like you do with food, you take them in spells. And so I've basically stopped eating Cheez-Its for a while, And because I'm not eating them, she's not eating them because I would share them with her. And I think the crackers were not helping either one of us. Because I've noticed that she's dropped a few pounds. Her belly is not quite as round as it was. So, yeah, I pick on her about being a butterball with paws. But she seems to have slimmed down a little bit. And I'm going to attribute that to our no longer eating crackers every day. We're eating crackers every day. But we're not anymore. So we're on a non-cracker eating spell right now. So there you have it. And I'm wearing my necklace that Marcia sent me. Yes, I like it very much. And I did get a birthday card today. I got a birthday card from Trina from New York State. And Trina, I did a sweater for her last year. I think it was last year. Yeah, I made a sweater for her last year. And she's bought mystery bags from me too. Longtime supporter of the channel. And she sent me this gorgeous card. And she did include a little treat for me inside. That's between me and her. Thank you so much. And the card reads like this: is that you have a real heart for the world, a way of reaching out and helping however you can. Let's see how this, yeah, okay. With your hope and positivity, I've seen you time and again bring a little more kindness and understanding to the places and people who need it most. On your birthday, I hope you know what an inspiration you are and how much I admire the way you live your life for good. The whole world has a friend in you, and thankfully I do too. Hope you have a very happy birthday. Sincerely, Trina. How beautiful is that? It brought tears to my eyes. It really did. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. I love birthday cards. Especially when they're that well thought out. That was very well thought out. I can almost picture her at the store reading through and you know, thoughtfully picking that out. And that means a lot to me. I really appreciate that. This birthday is going to be special, even though it's only 52. It's not a milestone birthday by any stretch of the imagination, but it's definitely, you know, anytime I get special, thoughtful things like that, it's always special. And oh, you silly girl. And I did make some progress on the multicolored cardigan. I'm up to the part where I'm going to be holding the shoulders together while I add the rows for the width and the length. So I've got my 15 rows here, and look at all these colors. Now I have dealt with the majority of the ends. I've only got, you know, the last five or so rows that I have to go back and deal with ends for. But yes, this is how we're looking in both sides. I've got both sides done this way, but we got 15 rows here. And so this is, I'm pretty sure that I've got my 9 to 10 inches here, somewhere in that. Let's measure it and see. Handy dandy measuring tape. Let's make sure we got the right side. Let's see here. Maggie's like, what are you doing? I'm gonna measure your snout. No, I'm not measuring your snout. Well, rear, right at 9. Yep, we're right at 9 inches. Perfect. 9 to 10, that's usually what I shoot for. So we're at 9 inches, which is perfect. This is right here. That's what I'm looking for, 9 inches. So that's what I'm looking for. Perfect. And so that's the halfway mark as far as I'm concerned. That sweater is at the halfway mark. The this one I got to add 3 more rows of the pink, and then it will be at the halfway mark as well. So yes, progress is being made, and hopefully by this time next week I'll be close to being done with both of them, and then I'll do the third one, I think. I think 2 at the same time is plenty. I was going to do all 3 of them at the same time, but I think 2 at the same time is good. If I try to do that 3rd one, I think I'm going to just overload my brain, and I'm not going to do that to myself. After further evaluation, I think 2 at a time is good. I know somebody was worried about me burning out. I'm not gonna burn out, but I'm gonna try to get these 2 done in this coming week, and get them off to where they need to go. And yes, but I'm proud of both of these. This one is a bit of a challenge because I had to eliminate a color because she said no orange. I was really looking forward to adding orange, but no. And since it's not for me, you know, we're going with what the client said, and she said no orange. So I had to recalibrate and reevaluate, and yeah. So that's what we ended up with, and so we got quite a few. It wasn't until I got to the last 5 rows that I had to, you know, repeat colors. So yeah, but I think it's just outstanding. I really do. Like I said in yesterday's video, I feel like I'm channeling Kelly from Crafting a Cupper with all these bright colors. I mean, look at that. I just felt like she was on my shoulder saying yes, and change colors again, and change colors again. Only with a little British accent. Can you imagine her in your ear with her cute little British accent? Anyway, yeah, very fun, very fun. It's very fun. It's fun to play with colors. You know, yeah. I'll probably have to make a child size one, just to, you know. I'll make a little girl one, just for the heck of, just for the fun of it, and then find a little girl to give it to. Because as a dignified older woman, I probably wouldn't wear something like that. Me, I'm more of a red or turquoise or blues or greens. That would be more my speed. But but I sure like looking at it. I sure like making it. I like putting it together. But it is bright and it is cheerful, and you can't get sad looking at it. So I think that's the whole point. You can't get sad looking at something that bright and cheerful. It's just not possible. Maggie, what are you doing? Is he on your spot? Theo's laying on the corner of the bed where she normally lays, and she's and now she's growling at him and bullying him. What is it, buddy? What is it, buddy? He come to tell on her. Oh, he come over to Mama to tell on her. Oh, okay. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. All right, buddy. Hold on for the millionth time today. Here we go. I need a doggy door. Oh, I need a doggy door bad. If I had a doggy door, well, then I wouldn't be getting my exercise, getting up and down all these times that I get up and down every day, right? And look at my hair. Look how it's growing out back here. It's starting to flip up. I did not do that on purpose. No, I did not. And I almost went and got it cut yesterday. Almost. I almost went and got it cut yesterday. Because I told Johnny, I said, when I went to drop him off yesterday, I said, I think I'm going to go get my hair cut. Then when I picked him up, he looked at me and I said, I changed my mind. He said, okay. That might have been Thursday that I said that. I don't know. But within the last couple of days, I had entertained the idea of going to get it cut back off, and then changed my mind. It's the maintenance. because my hair it tends to frizz. When it gets some length on it, it tends to be frizzy. And it requires more maintenance than the short, sleek do. So I don't like to deal with it when it gets longer and frizzy. But I bought some stuff today to put in it when it's wet that's supposed to tone down the frizziness. So we shall see if that works. If that works, then I'm going to continue to let it grow. But of course, letting it grow means that I have to touch up the color on it more often. But I'm still taking hair, skin, and nail vitamins, which means I have to clip my nails once a week because they get too long. We talked about this. And now I got the hiccups. There they are again. I'll be back. That's how you get exercise without leaving the house. Two very demanding dogs. Demanding to go in and out, but it was a pretty day today. So it was in the mid 80s today, temperature wise, so it wasn't very hot. And it was very nice. It was the perfect temperature for two dogs who love the outdoors. They love to go lay in the yard and roll around in the grass and all that good dog stuff. And so yes, they like to. But you know, but the killer part is if I close that door, if I let them out and then close the door completely where they can't nose it back open, they'll sit there on the other side of that door and scratch at the door. But if I just leave it cracked where they can nose it back open at any time whenever they choose, they'll sit out there for an hour. And I'm like, really? My cool air is seeping through the cracks of that door while you're out there laying in the grass. I could be closing it all the way, but no, you want to be able to come in when you want to come in. You just came in. Don't look at me with that tone of voice. Good girl. She's getting there, y'all. She's getting there. She's learning. She's learning. We're almost, we were just a couple of months away from having her a year. So, Miss Sassy Pants. She's Miss Sassy Pants. But we love her so much. Well, I'm gonna let y'all go. I just wanted to visit with y'all, share my progress, and thank y'all for visiting with me and watching. And I hope y'all have a good Saturday night. I'm going to I'm probably going to watch some Supernatural. Yeah, before I crash, because I've been up since 5:30. But I went to bed at 8, so there you go. Yeah, early, like usual. And tomorrow's church, so yeah, early tonight too. But I love y'all, and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting on you at the shelter or the rescue, or laying on your floor waiting for you to do something. See you later. Bye.